All right, we're back reviewing a new episode of Bad Batch, episode 4, titled Cornered. And we have them going to a world that was previously going to be shown in the Dark Disciples um, Clone Wars run that eventually got cut and put into a comic book or a graphic novel. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
believe so, something like
Um,
that.
and we get to see the world for the first time as they travel in need of food and credits.
Mhm.
Nick, what were your initial thoughts on this episode?
I was like, I was like kind of like indifferent about it in the first half, but I would say in the second half when the action picked up, I really like got into it and I was like I enjoyed it more. Um Maybe because it is just like another like side mission type thing, but I do like appreciate like it wasn't just Fennec Shan held her ground. I really do appreciate like the sort of like change in protagonist an antagonist, excuse me, and it is someone we recognize. And I thought like the whole like I'm always good down for a good like speeder chase, a lot of Attack of the Clones vibes there. Just go them like going throughout the city through like the tunnels into the vehicles. So I would say the second half of the episode was really like into it. The first half, I don't know, it was just like kind of the typical, okay, we need to land here for XYZ and then like do something, whatever. Although I do like I have to say I really did enjoy the gag of like we need to sell Echo to like get the credits. I thought that was like really like brilliant. I loved how like Echo was like, oh no, I'll just go in disguise as a droid and like goes against him sort of later. I thought that gag was really funny and I appreciated that. Um, but other than that, I mean like kind of in a way kind of like similar vibes to last week's episode. Notwithstanding the whole crosshairs B plot from last, it was just kind of a classic landed here, got to do a thing to take care of a thing type storyline. But entertaining nonetheless, but not much beyond that.
Yeah, I think so. I think the action scenes are the highlight of this episode more than anything and kind of the mystery behind it. Um, I really loved how Fennec Shan was portrayed in this episode. She's very powerful. I mean, she beats Wrecker. I called him Gregor last episode. I realized Wrecker
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
pretty easily.
Mhm.
Um, but I thought it was really fun, that speeder sequence.
Yeah.
And how manipulative she was to Omega at the beginning. I thought that was really a fun moment.
Right. Yeah,
Um,
and like oh, just to jump on to that, sorry. Just like the whole like bringing it having like an antagonist with a face instead of just like them against droids or against like endless turned clone troopers. It's nice to have like an actual like someone to like attach to, even if it is for an episode, but I guess she'll be back eventually.
yeah, I'm assuming she'll be back in the series at least once more. Um, I like the idea. We don't know who she's working for, correct? Um,
Not yet.
do you have any ideas? I'm leading towards the Kaminoans.
Yeah, that was my assumption because I was like, they're the only ones who are really like have been dead set on like and the fact well dead set on finding specifically Omega. At least that was the assumption last time. Was that she's the key to whatever their plans are. So the fact that she was specifically targeting them leads me to believe that it's um people from Camino instead of like the Empire, since the Empire could have just sent clone troopers, but instead of just hiring a merc to get them. Um,
Yeah,
so yeah, I'd assume that was who she was reporting to at the end.
right. And the reason I think it's the Kaminoans and not the Empire is also because the Empire would have just had her kill everyone.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know, she's has a clear goal of capturing Omega, which we know would only make sense if it's the Kaminoans. Further playing into this story arc of what's going to happen with Kamino, I won't go
Right,
into my theory again. Um, it'll probably be proven wrong, which is perfectly fine.
right,
But I thought that was fun. Echo, um, just being. I love that when it flips over his face
Yeah.
That's such a cool. It's cooler than his helmet, man. It's such
Yeah.
a cool look.
It's a it's an innovative design. It's an innovative design,
Yeah,
and I do like how it's just a new look. I like, whenever you like in a video game you get a new character skin, you're like, oh,
yeah,
that looks good.
yeah. I thought that was fun. Um, Wrecker's really been sidelined lately as far as like he's just the brute, which is I get it. That's is what he is, and he kind of
Same
helps fit the kid
uh,
show vibe
same with
part of the show.
yeah, same with even like Tech. Like he is just there to relay information and like fix stuff as need be.
Yeah, it's really Hunter and Echo
Hmm.
who really are leading the
Right.
Bad Batch, and Omega, of course.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. It's weird because every episode we kind of have no idea where it's gonna go from here.
Right.
Um, do you think Rex is coming earlier in the season, or do you think he's coming in the second half?
It's hard to say because like if it was like, oh, we have to find this person, then I would say like they could hold off, but he could also come like earlier as a way to like jumpstart a new direction. Like I could see him coming in at the halfway point to like jumpstart the second half. But that's Captain Rex. That's a card you have to like use in like a very specific way to like pay
Right.
respect to the character and just narratively like make sense. Um, I don't know. I feel if anything right now the safe area is to say like midpoint. Like if there's anyone to like jumpstart the midpoint, it's Captain Rex. Maybe they'll even bring in what's their names from Rebels, Wolf and
Gregor.
Gregor. Yeah, there you go. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they too like either showed up in some capacity since like they're supposed to connect with Rex by Rebels. So um I guess it would just have to be a matter of like just what Camino's up to. I think it's all gonna
Yeah.
loop back to them. I don't think they bring Rex just to be like, oh, we need help fighting the Empire. I think it's gonna be specifically like a clone thing that's gonna bring all the players back.
Yeah, that seems to be a theme here is the brotherhood of the clones,
Hmm.
and that they've been taking control over, more than they already were by being
Right.
clones. Uh, so I think that's a central theme that they're kind of wrestling with, kind of not depending on the episode.
Hmm.
But I think you're right that that will play a key part, and Rex could be a key part of that, or he could say, "Man, it's not worth it.
Right.
It's too
That's
late. I'm done with that."
right.
Um, so I think that kind of wraps it up. Nick, of these four episodes before we head off, where would you rank this one?
I don't know. I would still say the pilot's my favorite, but I also hesitate to say that because it was just a longer episode, so they had more to like work with. Um, right now, as someone who just watched it so recently, I think it might be my second or third favorite, just because like um episode episode three, I felt the A plot wasn't as like engaging. The B plot really carried that episode. Episode two, I liked seeing cut. That was also rather like straightforward episode. I'll and Well, this one again, I'll give it credit to its villain, to the action. Um, just a bit of a different way of how to execute the classic Bad Batch formula. It seems so. I would say it's either second or third, depending on um, if I were to rewatch the cut episode, see how I feel about that.
I'm in the same spot as you. It's the pilot first.
Hmm.
It's the cut episode, which is the second episode
Yeah.
second, where they're on Seleucami. Third episode is no, sorry, fourth episode is third. This one,
Mhm.
Cornered, and
Yeah.
then the third episode is fourth. The A plot just didn't work for me in the last episode.
Right.
But let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What would your list be? What do you think's next? How did you like Fennec Shan's how she was introduced into the story, and how the action played out? I thought it was pretty awesome. Let us know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. See you next time.
Peace out.